And so the day finally arrived that we made our way from Keetmanshoop on a B4 main road in the direction of Lüderitz. Once we were settled in at the campsite, we recapped and revised on the planning for the couple of days ahead. Taking into consideration weather forecasts, we planned on the visits to Keetmanshoop, Lüderitz, the D707 scenic tour, as well as wild horses spotting and viewing in the area. If there was one thing we really looked forward to, it was the D707 scenic drive through the red sands of the Namibian desert. So the next morning we head out back onto the main road in the direction of Keetmanshoop and shortly took the C13 dirt road towards the left. En route to the D707 we encountered this strange looking structure called the Tower of Tiras. So as we continued, hoping to find our dune soon, we encountered this little springbok all by its lonesome, wandering in the field, looking around for grass to eat and probably some friends or other springboks to share the field with for the day. Finally, we got to exactly where we wanted to be, right next to the red patch on Google Maps that we were all glooming and staring at months ago while we were still planning our trip back in Cape Town. So we parked off next to the road, got out and just simply soaked up the moment and the environment at the time. Once we managed to make it up the massive red dunes alive, you would imagine that it is simply a pile of lifeless sand just sculptured in these amazing formations by the wind, with absolutely no life to it. But once you sit down and observe what's going on around you, it's actually found that it is full of life. So after having our fun in the sun, or our fun in the sand, I would rather say, it was time to head back towards us in order to go and get ourselves ready to see if we could capture some epic images of the afternoon sunset and the night skies ahead. So it was discovered en route to the location that we decided would suit best for the night photography to take place, that we encountered the wild horses next to the main road. Of course we needed to head off the road in order to get a closer shot of these amazing animals. I have to admit that the horses were not at all that wild as we imagined. In fact, they were so tame that the one in particular decided to grab a bite of our energy drink that was stuck in our cup holder right inside of our vehicle. Needless to say, it caused it to burst, and all the sugary liquids were squirted all over the dashboard and dripping onto the floor. So that led to the conclusion that perhaps they are oftenly fed by tourists in the area. Hence, with them not being so wild as we initially thought. A little advice from our side is that they can be easily found in the late afternoons wandering around in the field, rather than getting up early in the morning before sunrise in order to await them at a watering hole, which we attempted, but the only thing we encountered was the cold, chilling wind down our necks. Another truly symbolic animal that we spotted on the same day was a pair of oryxes far off in a distance. These animals like to keep a certain distance between themselves and any strange object, so the only way to really get close to them in order to capture a better or clear shot was to send up the drone and try and locate them, and without disturbing them too much, see whether or not we could capture clear enough footage in order to display these animals on a video. If you are a photographer or a videographer like myself, I am sure that you will fully agree with me that Namibia simply does not lack in any opportunity in order for you to capture or create content, some of the most amazing content that you will be able to capture anywhere in the world. So when you do plan a trip towards Namibia, or I would say any other African country for that matter, make sure that you don't rush around driving from town to town or campsite to campsite in order just to cover distance. Be sure to set enough time aside for yourself to simply absorb and enjoy the true atmosphere that this amazing continent has to offer. thanks once again for watching. Please tune in order not to miss episode 4 coming up, and to see the truly amazing sights Kolmanskop and Lüderitz has to offer in episode 4. Keep well and stay safe, and see you with the next episode.